knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway. Knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look at Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it tougher for the snow, we still gon' break bones. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the link when I smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
What's up, guys? It's Tuesday night, so you must know we must be doing the Panda and Grizzly show. I'm Brian the Grizzly here. We got Grant the Cub down over there. We got a little band right there. How you guys feeling?
Good.
I don't know. We might be feeling okay. I don't know. This has been a crazy week. We were just talking about the NBA trades that just happened this weekend. The fact that the NBA trade deadline is here, and we getting as much information from them than we are getting about the Super Bowl. So that's crazy in itself. The NBA is kind of contending with the NFL, and then we also have the fact that the Bears are finishing up their coaching staff. We have a defensive line coach. We have a linebackers coach. We got a running back coach named Eric Bieniemy. What?
Never heard of that guy. Never heard of him before.
So that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff going on. And we'll talk about the fit that works, and then we'll talk about Matt Nagy. I think I'll start off the show with Matt Nagy saying, so he was asked during the Super Bowl press conference, hey, Ben Johnson is a hot shot offensive coordinator coming off a great run through the playoffs. You know about that. What advice would you have for Ben Johnson going to Chicago? And he said, right in the camera, looked right in the eye, right here, said, win and beat the Packers. And that's it. And he walked off. Win and beat the Packers. That's all you have to do. I think that was it took him all that time. That's all it needs. That's all we need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kent's in here. Draft right now is going on. We got draft guard going on. Dude, I love doing all these drafts in the preseason right now, but we got to look at our draft picks, look at the things that we need. And Grant actually had a few things that he wanted to bring up as far as draft picks. What do you think? Have you been hearing? What are the things that you wanted to talk about as far as Bears draft picks?
So I wanted to talk about too that I was looking at some couple options as far as trading down is concerned, when we might trade down and who a target might be in a trade down. And I'm hearing a lot of Tyler Booker talk from Alabama. I'm hearing a lot of the Booker, the guard from Alabama, hearing a lot of talk about him. And so they're talking about that, which
I like him now.
Yeah, so they were saying like having him, if we were to sign Trey Smith, that could be an option of trading down. I'm also hearing, like I said, we talked about this last week. The GD talk. I don't want a running back that high at 10, but what I'm hearing is also too.
Genty.
Genty. Hearing his name, should we draft him at 10? And Ben Johnson likes running backs. He wants a dynamic duo with Swift. Mm-hmm. But I've also been hearing about maybe in the second or third round that they would like, people were saying about the running back from Iowa. His name Caleb. Is it Caleb Johnson?
Talking about Travion Henderson?
Ohio
State.
Johnson. You know what I'm talking about, right, Baron?
Oh,
Johnson.
you talking about Iowa? Oh,
yeah, Johnson. Him. So they were saying that. Yeah, they were saying like
they don't have exactly Iowa. They have good running backs, but they don't exactly have a good NFL track record.
Yeah,
I don't like any of that.
Yeah, I don't like any of it. But
if getting a running back, of getting Henderson.
Yeah,
coming from a Michigan fan, get Henderson.
Travion Henderson's the guy.
Yeah, but that's what I've been hearing. I mean, it's like I said,
get running back
in the top 10. I mean, as far as with the Bears, I think it's no other choice than offensive line. Offensive line. Fix, like you said out your mouth. Fix the damn line. That's what we should be concerned about at this point. So that's what I've been looking at as far as that's concerned.
All right. So, let's answer this question first for Kens, and then I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Okay.
Where do y'all think some of the top wide receivers go? T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, and Keenan Allen. I don't think Amari Cooper's a top wide receiver anymore. I think T. Higgins, the betting favorite, is still Cincinnati. After Cincinnati, I'll be at New England after that.
Yeah.
And Green Bay, I'll put right after that too.
I think Keenan Allen, if he doesn't go back to LA, he retires.
Keenan Allen's only going back to LA.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But they're selling. They're selling. The Rams are selling. The Rams are selling.
Because Cooper Kupp has been said that he's already been told that he's going to be traded.
Yeah, he announced that. He announced that today. It's very funny that all these trades happen in the NBA now. Now these NFL teams are saying, "Oh, we get rid of these guys." We got Myles Garrett announcing he wants to be.
Whoa! Don't be bringing up Myles Garrett. You look at my play sheet. Don't be talking about my play sheet. Call plays, man. What you talking about?
No. As soon as I saw it, I thought of you and how much you wanted him.
I've been saying this for a long time, but we'll get to that because I have
a
perfect trade position for you guys. But so T. Higgins, I think he goes Cincinnati. Stays Cincinnati. Chris Godwin, I think he stays with Tampa Bay. I don't care where Amari Cooper goes. I think Keenan now goes back to LA. No matter what, he goes to California somewhere.
Okay.
You guys think of anything else for these guys?
T. Higgins to the Raiders. T. Higgins to the Raiders since they need someone. They just need someone.
Or why would you go play with the Raiders? They don't have
what quarterback
at this point.
Well, yeah, there's no quarterback. That's why we go there.
I can't see Chris Godwin leaving, especially in that Buccaneers culture. I don't see him.
I can't see him.
Amari Cooper.
I don't see Chris leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I think Amari Cooper might stay with Buffalo on a cheap deal. I mean, I don't see him really going anywhere.
Oh, Buffalo won them.
Yeah. Especially with the rising of Keon Coleman, he's rising. So I don't know.
They thought it was going to be a one, but it was just a supplementary piece.
Yeah, and then Keenan Allen, obviously I think he's lost a step. So I don't think he's. You don't think so?
No. I think
he's never been a speed receiver.
Yeah.
He's never been a speed receiver. He's been a precision receiver.
Yeah.
And even with all that, he still had 700.
You could play him.
How many yards do you have this season, Baron?
Play him as the big body possession receiver.
How many yards do you have this season? About 720, I'm gonna guess. And without having someone actually focusing on him. So I'm just saying that Keenan Allen, he still could play, especially with an anticipatory quarterback. So I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
He had 744 yards this past year.
24 yards off. But yeah, so I mean, I know it was something like to that effect. So he still could play. I think he definitely could play. He's a possession receiver. He goes with a quarterback that knows how to get receivers open and goes and keeps them giving the ball to. They don't catch the ball, then he works well. I think he works really well with that.
Yeah.
With that being said, so if I told you that the Chicago Bears are going to sign Trey Smith, okay, well, and they're going to sign.
Okay. Congratulations, you got your second great one.
Okay.
Second great lineman.
Well, and they're going to sign after Trey Smith.
Okay, so now
what's the center from
Drew Dalman?
Yeah, and Dalman. So if they go Trey Smith and Drew Dalman in free agency. Okay.
Yes.
Do we still need to go offensive lineman in the first round pick?
Yes.
Okay.
You need the left tackle. You need your left tackle.
And I think the left tackle for that job would be, in my opinion, it would be Kelvin Banks Jr.
Okay.
If he falls.
Yeah, Kelvin Banks over Will Campbell.
Here's the problem with Will
Based on
Campbell.
what I've seen last year, Kelvin Banks was more.
Yeah.
Here's the problem I have with Will
Campbell. More like he could get bad rusher off the edge.
His arms. So for a premier left tackle, you need to have arms that are longer than 34 to 35 inches.
Right.
I don't have the longest arms in the world. My arms are 36.5 inches long. Like each arm, 36.5 inches long.
Yeah.
So if he has under a 34-inch reach, he cannot be a premier left tackle. He will end up being a guard. So you can't draft him that high. That's why the combine is going to matter.
Mm-hmm.
I think you only take someone at left tackle that if they have the measurables. If not, what if I told you that after the moves you guys make, you could go get, I don't know if I want to jump all the way to think you could take Myles Garrett. What would say you could get Myles Garrett for a first rounder this year, a first rounder next year, a fourth round this year, and a sixth round next year? Would you do it?
Okay.
So first rounder and a fourth rounder this year, a first rounder and a sixth rounder next year for Myles Garrett. 29 years old, over 100 sacks. He hasn't had a year without double-digit sacks since his rookie year, which was only 8. Would you a fourth rounder, a first rounder, and a sixth rounder?
Could we give up 2 seconds? Could we give up 2 seconds, like high seconds, since we have 2 high seconds?
No, he's because so what you hear from Adam Schefter is that you're looking at the Khalil Mack trade. That's 2 first rounders or a third and a sixth. That was the thing you're looking to compare to. Okay, so with that being said, for us to get Myles Garrett, it'll take 2 first rounders, probably a fourth and a sixth. Because a fourth this year, because you're so high, is almost like a back end third, and then a sixth next year. Would you be willing to give all that up for a Hall of Famer defensive end that would change your entire defense? He plays the run just as well as he plays the pass. He has to be double or triple teamed, or he wrecks the game.
I'm at a crossroads with that particular. I'm at a crossroads.
Hold on, one at a time.
Okay, can we? Okay.
One at a time.
I will accept what? I'll accept that.
No, go ahead, Baron. You go. Baron, you go.
Okay, I will accept it, but we're probably gonna have, like I'm saying, okay. I'll accept it only if we able to package our 2 seconds to actually get like a tackle, like we can go get the tackle that we need.
They're in love with a left tackle.
Need a left tackle for.
You can get a left tackle in the second round. Yeah, they have a guy that they like at second round for left tackle. And if that doesn't work out, you still have Braxton Jones as your crutch. There's a couple guys there.
I'm not taking Booker. Like,
okay. So
have you seen him against good edge rusher teams? No.
So your answer is no then.
Sorry, we need that left tackle. Nah. Like
you're not willing to give up Myles Garrett. Not trying to get Myles Garrett. I'm just saying. So you're not trying to get Myles Garrett. That's what you're telling me.
We need that left tackle, and I don't trust Booker. He's not that good.
Okay. I mean, there's always guys that come up that you don't know about that surprise you. Okay.
No, I know. I know Booker.
What about you? You think you know, but you really don't know. So what about you, Grant?
I'm at a crossroads. My heart as a Bears fan would be this is a no-brainer decision. Okay. But my brain is telling me, based off the fact of what happened last year, how our offensive line was bottom of the barrel, that we need to save those picks and draft some offensive linemen in here. I think we do need edge rush. We do need D-line help. Don't get it twisted. And Myles Garrett is a Hall of Fame first ballot talent. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we took such a step back with the offensive line that we should have been building up the past few years, that right now is the time to get that offensive line. As much as I would love to have Myles Garrett, the offensive line is what we need to fix right now if we're going to have any success in the future right now.
What if I tell you that there's no guarantee to any of those guys working out?
Oh, everything's a risk. Everything is a risk. I mean,
is Myles Garrett a risk? So everything's a risk. Is Myles Garrett a risk?
Yeah. He's 29. He's 29 going on 30.
Yeah.
He's 29.
Yeah.
He just turned 29 last month.
So
I'll
say this.
He's also in this decade, he is the best defensive lineman, defensive end that I've ever seen. He literally might be, Reggie White when he went to Green Bay Packers. He literally could be that, and he literally could play 6 more years at an unbelievable level that you couldn't even fathom. And your defense could be the best defense that's ever been. You're still telling me no?
Yes, because of I'm gonna use this scenario
over for you guys. You're saying for a what if?
Here's what I'm saying, right?
Remember when we took Khalil Mack? We took Khalil Mack.
Exactly. We got
but you didn't have the quarterback.
And we saw
that was the problem. You didn't have the quarterback. It wasn't Khalil Mack that was the problem. It was the fact that you didn't have a quarterback.
Okay.
You didn't have a line. And you didn't have a quarterback. Thanks for that.
No. You had a decent line. You had things. Mitch Trubisky wasn't the thing. So it wasn't Khalil Mack that was the problem. It was the fact, but you already have Montez Sweat too. So you add him. You have one of the best, most talented defensive backfield, right? What makes defensive backfield even better? Let me ask you.
A good defensive line.
So if you have two game-wrecking defensive ends with that defensive backfield, and you have playmaking linebackers, and our defensive line was awful. We got shredded. You don't run on Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
You literally
run
don't.
Away from him.
You run away from him. And you're going to run right to Montez Sweat. My point is, he fixes your entire defense.
Okay.
So, and what if I told you that, yes, we did that for Myles Garrett, and then we were able to pick up Josh Connerly Jr. From Oregon.
More.
Another
I like
guy
that more,
6'4", 315, runs a sub 540. He has all the measurables you're talking about. Unbelievable athleticism.
Listen,
my point is none of these guys are can't miss prospects.
You're right. You are exactly right. But there's a big but. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now. Poles makes that. If Poles were to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that offensive line is still bad next year. Poles will, and we still like.
How can it be bad if you're getting Trey Smith? If we already said what are we getting? We've already
hypotheticals.
We have
hypotheticals. Okay,
we already have we
have hypotheticals.
We have a new center because we said Trey Smith is supposed to be coming to the Bears. We have a new center, from Atlanta, right?
Right.
We already have a right tackle. We slot someone in the right guard, whatever. It doesn't matter what either one of the ones that stay.
Okay.
Or we could draft the dude out Michigan. It's an inside linebacker, inside alignment. So like draft him, and he'll be there in the third or fourth round. So let's get it. So I'm just talking you through this, right? Okay. So with that being said, and then you draft, Cameron Williams out of Texas, or Josh Connerly Jr. out of Oregon.
Yeah,
as your left tackle with Braxton Jones still there. And you have a chance at at Myles Garrett. You're not doing it.
All that has to happen for me to do it.
You already said
all that has to happen.
No, you already. Let's Trey
that
Smith.
Is literally you're asking for
you Google Trey Smith. What's the first thing that comes up?
Bears.
I'm not saying this is not like what
you're going
like.
No. But what I'm saying is that everything is like I said in my heart. That's a no-brainer. But my fear.
Right I'm a Bears fan.
Right.
I'm a Bears
fan.
Fear. I know this stuff always goes wrong.
Yes. So
that's the worst attitude I ever have.
No, but my fear is this though. If we do make this trade, and we get Myles Garrett, we don't know how many prime years we're gonna have of Myles Garrett left.
Okay.
He's still a good guy.
And the average age for a defensive end is like 36.
Yeah. But
so if you got 7 years of the best defensive end in all the game.
Hey, listen, listen. That's a Super Bowl Like I'm thinking Super Bowl with if that make that trade, I'm thinking Super Bowl off the gate. But like I said, I still think we still have holes to fix. I still think we have holes on that line that we need to fix before we get to even think about Myles Garrett.
How about this? How about this?
Go ahead.
You guys do everything you're talking about on the offensive line.
Okay.
And it's still terrible. And you didn't fix your defensive line.
Well, that
you
means
have to fix your defensive line too. You cannot give all things to your offensive line.
Yes.
You have to fix both sides of the line.
Yes.
So you and then what if you go ahead and trade for Ojulari? You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like you're going to still give up stuff, and then you have risk involved.
Like I said, I wouldn't. Okay, when you look at it like that, that's a no-brainer trade. That's a no-brainer trade. But like at the end of the day, you have to. If you make that trade with Myles Garrett, you gotta hit on the second round offense. You gotta hit on
that back. You have to go with talent, and talent that you believe played in NFL, and you have a backup plan because you already have your backup plan because your new swing tackle is now Braxton Jones, who you know can play for you already.
Yes.
And you're getting a Pro Bowl caliber offensive guard and a Pro Bowl caliber center to go along with it.
So you're giving up for Myles Garrett because I saw something today where they were saying they give up the 10th pick, the 39th pick, the 41st pick, and
I told you exactly what I asked you. I said a first rounder, a fourth rounder, next year a first rounder, and a sixth rounder.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, so if we trade it, we pretty much have we have 2 high seconds,
a third.
I do it.
2 seconds, 2 high seconds of the third, right? Then you still have your fifth. You have a 2-6 because of Justin Fields.
Okay. So
then if Ian Cunningham leaves, we get a third. If Ian Cunningham leaves, you get a third. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we get Myles Garrett. We skip out on the next year.
We go Trey Smith. We go Trey Smith.
Trey Smith, Dahlman. So we're going to do the first one has to be a tackle. So
only thing you going is left tackle.
Connor Williams, or Connerly. And the second one we have to get D-line. So Princely Lion or Walter Nolan or
who's that? Who's that? Who's the best guard? Who's the best guard we can grab in the second round?
Booker.
No, Booker's probably going. He's probably going late first.
He's not a first round dude.
They got first round grades on him though for guard.
Yeah, but guards don't get drafted in the first round.
You're right.
They don't get drafted.
Only once in a blue moon do the guards get drafted in the first round.
And it have to be blatantly obvious, like.
But I don't think you have to go get Booker. I think if you're going, if I'm doing it, I'm looking at Colby.
Okay.
I'll go Colby out of Iowa. I'm looking at what's his name? Fairchild, Dylan Fairchild, out of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ratledge.
I mean, there's gems. There's gems in there are gems.
Those, Fairchild is like the third ranked guard in all the NFL draft.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they're there. There's possible that they're going to be there.
Yeah.
In the second round.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like I said, I'm all about risk. I'm all about the trade. The Bears been bad for so long that you know what I'm saying. I would not mind it. We need to light a spark onto the team and bringing Myles Garrett in and make it DeMarcus Walker your fifth lineman. He could be able to move up and down that line. You don't need to put him at the spot. That would help our defensive line so much more with the Myles Garrett. He changes the game.
A defense that's changing, right? A defense that's pressuring, right? That you're really running a 3-4-4-3 hybrid, right? So once again, you put in Myles Garrett and it changes everything, right?
Yes. He's pretty much he's a 3-position player. He's a whole side.
He can do anything. And with all that being said, I ain't doing the trade.
you were the one.
Laugh it out the bag. Laugh it out the bag, man.
I love Myles Garrett, and I will love the reason I'm not doing I'm not doing a 2 first. I'm not doing 2 first in all the draft capital because exactly what you guys said. We have too many holes that are still there. Even though I like a lot of the stuff that we were talking about, and the only reason why you do Myles Garrett is that you're afraid of where he could go.
Right, Green Bay.
No,
he's not going.
who cares about Green Bay? It's Detroit.
Oh,
Detroit
no.
is the number one place. So now you have the greatest defensive end, and then you have on the other side Aiden Hutchinson. What if that happens? Okay, or Philadelphia, the rich get rich.
Jalen Carter with him.
Can you imagine that? Or Washington Commanders, who has more money than God.
Oof.
Their
interior linemen are really good. You had him on the outside too. Oh my goodness,
dude, with Myles Garrett.
That's ridiculous.
You understand why I'm like, man, maybe I need to just go and push this ish. Just figure out a way. Figure out a way to do it.
I think, like you said, the possibilities, because when we traded for Khalil Mack, he almost went to Green Bay. He was close to going to Green Bay, and we were able to get him. So I think if we were to get Myles Garrett without giving up 2 first-round picks, was highly they're probably asking for.
No, you're gonna give it.
We could give. I will give him up for like maybe one, like a first, a second this year, a fourth, and a second.
I'm not giving up my first and second.
No, that's you're back at square one again. If you give up your first or your second, you're back at square one.
This year, no.
No.
I'm not giving up.
We have too many holes that's just going backwards. We're just trading. That's going backwards. Your defense is going to improve, but your offensive line is still going to be the same. And we're still going to be looking here like, well, because there's no guarantee we're going to sign Dahlman and Trey Smith. There's no guarantees. So
we're based on that situation. We're assuming that we are.
Yeah, but like I said,
assuming that we are. So okay. So now we could get Myles Garrett, and then we could get like.
I'm just not giving up all that draft capital for this draft. I know this draft. That's what I'm not doing.
I'll tell you what. If the Bears were 12-5, offensive line was decent, this trade is a no-brainer.
No, if they wouldn't have needed then.
Right. No-brainer. But like I said, as of right now, we just got a new coach coming in. We need to find a way.
We need to win, and we have to win now. And the problem is the defense was just not good enough.
Not good enough, yeah.
And Montez Sweat needs someone who's powerful, that's able to do something on the other end. And I have a suggestion for you.
Who was that?
Bring back Khalil
Mack. Or AJ?
Oh, yeah.
Bring back
Khalil Mack.
Bring back Khalil Mack.
Hey, bring back Akeem Hicks, too. Bring him back, too.
F that. No. Oh, hell no. Hell no. You sit his ass on the other side. Akeem Hicks sit his ass on the bench. No. So I would definitely bring back Khalil Mack, and I'll probably go for a young guy, someone like Ojulari. As I said that earlier.
Which one? Which brother? Which one?
The one from the Giants.
Oh, the one from the Giants.
The Giants guy.
Not AJ. Not AC's.
Who's that DN from Ole Miss? That guy that they said he's a good prospect.
But you're not going to get any of that stuff early. What up, Andrew?
Ivy. It's either Ivy or Lumalion.
Yeah, Lumalion. Yeah.
So, but that's why I'll do Khalil Mack and Aziz Ojulari. So that'll be fine. Nothing huge, but it's enough. And then I'll focus on getting a good 3 technique.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm trying to grab those guys at center and guard, and then I'm drafting on left tackle in the draft, and then I'm trying to fill in any holes I have. I'm trying to probably go get, maybe I go Travion Henderson, in the second pick in the second round. Maybe I go that way, and see if that builds my team up the right way, and it gives me another year on my defensive end, and see if Aziz Ojulari could become something.
You mean BJ, not Aziz?
No, I want Aziz.
He's the older one. He's the older brother.
Yeah, that's fine. No, he's still young. Aziz is still young. Ojulari?
Yeah, well, I think BJ is like 23 and Aziz is like 26.
That's fine.
Yes, my point is that I'm trying to sign someone, right? So he has to be off this rookie deal. That means he has to be a free agent. And I'll throw money at the problem and bring in a guy that I know could play, but he needs rest, and then I bring a guy who's going to be able to play most of the time. So I'll do it that way, trying to put it all together, along with trying to fix my offensive line the right way, and then drafting another guard late, 4th or 5th round, to play and see what happens and see what I got.
That's not a bad plan at all. What would you give up? What would you give up for Max Crosby, a consolation prize?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah,
okay.
It's the same thing. Same thing.
I would give. I want to give up 2 first rounders. I'll give a first, probably 2026 second, and maybe a 6 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I like that. I mean, ain't nothing.
I'll do a second this year, a 6th this year because I have the Justin Fields one, and then I'll give you maybe my first next year.
Okay. I mean, like I said, that those type of guys can change your defense dramatically. Mm-hmm. Those two. So having them into the fold would be a pipe dream. But I still, like I said, if we didn't have so many holes on the O line and the interior D line, then this would be an obvious no brainer.
I mean, I'm not even afraid of.
Thing is, we had one, but we lost them pretty early, and then it's branched downhill from there.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, we Billings. I was okay with Billings, and then there's a guy injured.
Yeah, but you need another guy. You
need it. I keep forgetting his name from Philly. Williams, right?
Yeah.
Milton, yeah.
If we could get him, I feel like he'll be a good asset for him and Dexter up the middle.
I don't think we
Dexter.
will. I think we're going to be looking at money like spending Trey Smith. I think we get Ryan Kelly. I think he's going to be a cheaper option. I think a 1-year deal on Ryan Kelly, and then looking for a young guy to be able to step up afterwards. Give Ryan Kelly a 2-year, $16 million contract or something like that, and then see what we could do after that. I think we go. What about Tim Patrick at my third receiver, something like that. On like a $7 or $8 million deal, and then do what I said on the defensive line.
Okay, what about that? It's a guy in I forgot in Indianapolis. He's a guard, but he's hurt a lot.
That's why I want the Indianapolis center, Ryan Kelly.
It was another guy that Harrison Graham was talking about. He was talking about another guy, not Nelson. They not giving Nelson. No, it was the other guard.
Nelson's a monster.
That's all pro. But the other guy's injury prone. But when he's in there, he's really solid. So that was they were talking about that. But I'll take Ryan Kelly. I'll take it. Just to give a good
2 year, give me a 2-year, $16.5 million contract with Ryan Kelly.
Nothing too crazy.
He understands. He know he could play the position. He's not gonna get ran over. I'm probably bringing back Matt Pryor on a 1-year deal.
Okay.
Maybe $3 million, something like that. I'm probably going to bring back Daryl Taylor, bring back Sanborn still.
I don't want to keep Daryl Taylor. He could go for all I care.
Bring back Sanborn, though. Bring back Sanborn.
Sanborn definitely.
Bring back Sanborn.
I'm bringing
back Sanborn, but Daryl Taylor could just leave. He could leave for all I care.
I'm probably going to bring back Blackwell, something like that. Those are the things I'm looking forward to doing, and bringing in some high priced people. So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. So what are your guys' feelings on the coaching hires? You want me to break?
They've been great.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
For this is
Does anyone have who the coaching hires has been this week?
I know we got.
I know BNB.
We got Rick Smith, linebackers coach. We just got the O-line coach.
Yep.
Also
we just got him. Mm-hmm.
And we also have the D-line coach that from Auburn.
Yep.
Him. I've heard good things about him. I did some research on him. I heard some good things about him.
And that tells me that they're going to go young on that defensive line too. They're going to draft some young guys.
Yeah, we need to. I mean, gotta be fresh. Gotta have fresh bodies up the middle. But I think the underrated hire for me is that caught me by surprise was Bieniemy.
All right. Why?
Because one,
I thought he's not taking. He's not. Personally, I thought he never.
He got fired out from UCLA. He thought he was doing well, but he's obviously he rubs people the wrong way.
Yes.
But you know what he does? He believes that you're a man. This is a man's game, so you got to be able to deal with it the right way.
And he holds his guys accountable. And another thing I read up on Bieniemy was when he coached Adrian Peterson said that he was very hard on him and had him like during he was coaching him during the MVP year. How he was holding him accountable, telling him different things. They was like, some guys took it the wrong way, but a lot of the guys understood where he was coming from, and they know that he has a lot of respect for him. He had a lot of love for those guys. So I think somebody like Swift and whoever running back they bring in with Roshan, I think they can learn a lot from a guy like Bieniemy. And he can also be a good guy help with that offense also as a whole because he has the offensive coordinator experience.
And you have a young offensive coordinator who you're not sure about. You can actually organize the team the right way.
Give it up to people. Like someone underneath him just to make sure that has the experience that he.
I mean, right now, Declan is 28 years old. I was like, really? This is what we're going with? And so you bring in Bieniemy to see what he has.
I thought Shaw was the no-brainer as offensive coordinator. I thought it was going to be Shaw from Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
But like I
no,
said,
I mean I can see that going to be because you don't want someone with too big of a shadow to cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I as a whole, I think and like I said, Rick Smith.
Richard Smith. Is cool.
He helped out Zaire Franklin in Indianapolis. Zaire Franklin became all pro under his tutelage. So, I mean, like I said,
Jeremy Garrett. I actually like to hire Jeremy Garrett. I think he's a really good up and coming defensive line guy. And he works with the system, and that's the other thing. You need guys that work with the system. You need a coaching staff that meshes together well.
Yeah.
If you have soft-spoken guys, you also need some fiery guys. You need some guys that are going to be the bad guys. Some guys are going to be the good guys. But all of them need to be trustworthy. And if you are not trustworthy, guy, they will find you out. The players will find out. And that's my only concern about Bieniemy. If any of the stuff that we hear is not true, or is true about him being not necessarily the most positive of guys, then you gotta watch out for him.
Yeah. But I do think for Ben Johnson to make that hire, somebody with that high, high stature as in Bieniemy, then that shows that Ben Johnson's not playing any games, man. He's willing to. I think he's going the unselfish route. He understands that he's going to need help evolving into a real head coach. He didn't go on and say, well, I want guys here that have experience, that's done it, that can coach. Not go off on a limb and say, well, he did this over here, so I'm going to take it. No, I mean, I feel like most of this staff are very experienced guys, and I think that can help do wonders for the team as far as a mentality standpoint and from on the field.
They're like win now coaches. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I got one more question for you guys. I'm going to ask Baron Fort first. How do you feel about Ryan Poles given a 3-year extension to match Ben Johnson?
That means parents are hooked up together at this point. Whatever happens. If pretty much if one of them gets fired, the other one's fired almost immediately after. So pretty much he's tethered to Ben Johnson, and you two better work well together.
I agree. All right, what about you, Grant?
Yeah, that's kind of the end of my point.
It shows a sense of trust from the organization. I mean, everybody before Ben Johnson hired Poles, they was ready to get him out of here. So for them to extend him for these 3 years, they have a lot of faith in him, and they're giving him leeway to make decisions. Now, like I said, I mean, I stand correct. You got Ben Johnson. Okay, now the draft, free agency. Are you going to spend the money? They feel that they should be invested in him, but the fans wish the jury's still out on him. So this year, particularly this year, is going to show us, all right, Poles, you've done some wrongs. How can you make it right? So the Bears feel that, look, if you're going to be with Ben Johnson, you hired him, we're going to lock you two together, and we're going to turn this thing around, and you got 3 years to do it. So, hey, it is what it is. Let's see what you got.
Do you think he earned the position?
Yes, I think he did.
Because I mean, he's made a lot of
He did more.
decisions.
He did more. He also made a lot of good decisions. He did more positive than Ryan Pace ever did. So
Okay, but that's meaning Ryan Pace got fired. So
the biggest.
Name me five things that Ryan Poles done.
Thing he did was the Myles.
5 great things, and don't do it. They can't be the same thing. He did one great trade, right?
The thing is, Ryan Pace has one great trade, and that was the Khalil Mack trade.
I don't know.
That's really it.
Who drafted College Gordon?
Poles.
So that's right.
That's one. Well, are you asking him? You asking?
Yes, I want 5 for Poles. Kyler Gordon,
Brisker, right?
Brisker,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Brisker, right?
The whole Caleb Williams trade.
That was an amazing move. So that's the fourth. That's the fourth.
What's fourth? I'm on 3. I'm not doing anything with Darnell Wright because I don't know who the hell he is. He did terrible this year.
I'll say this: the TJ Edwards signing.
I think that's a good one. For every good one, I have a bad one.
I got plenty of bad ones. No, I'm not gonna lie.
I got plenty of bad ones.
Yeah, but that's my point. So can we get to a fifth one?
DJ Moore.
It's the same. It's
the same trade. Same
trade.
Getting rid of Eddie Jackson and replacing him with Byard.
No,
that ain't really a move, but that's more.
No, I'm out. I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm gonna say Jalen Johnson signing him. That's
yeah. Okay. Well, him and Cole Kmet.
Yeah.
So that's.
I'm gonna get. Well, it's a good signing. Okay.
Yeah.
Good signing. Now, how many bad can we go?
Claypool. Taylor Jones.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you want to say, Justin, but that's what it is. Getting a 6th-round pick for Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's another one.
6th round.
Drafting Doug Kramer.
And Doug Kramer's fine. He's just a backup.
He's fine.
He's backup.
That's a backup. That's a backup lineman.
Not fixing the offensive line.
Not fixing the offensive line.
Not fixing the offensive line.
I'm resigning.
Going with Smith. Going with Swift.
Yeah. Not resigning Roquan.
Not resigning Roquan.
Not signing Roquan.
Yeah.
Not resigning Dave Montgomery.
Drafting 2 punters in 4 years.
Oof.
I mean, my point is that he's probably done more bad than good.
Picking Eberflus. Sorry about that. That's the big one for me.
What about last year's offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron?
Yeah. I mean, that's
you see what I'm saying? And was he rewarded with a 3-year extension?
Yeah, that's being very par for the course for the Bears. That's par for the course.
Is that right? Was that a good move? Was it warranted?
Not a good move, but it is a Bears move. Bears move.
I mean, I feel like now at this stage of where we're at now in this rebuild, you fire him. Now what? It's already hard enough to find GMs as it is. Now what? So that's the thing. I think they're stuck. They were stuck in the middle with that because, like you said Pace made bad moves, but Pace made a lot of good moves though. Mm-hmm. Like he made the Khalil Mack trade. He drafted
him is one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, but he drafted Justin. He made the trade. He traded up for him.
Yep, he did. But Mitch Trubisky is what kills him.
Right. And like I said,
Mitch when he could have Pat.
When he could have Patrick Mahomes. Or Deshaun Watson before he went off
the grid. Yeah. But I do think too, though, even though people say we got to get Mahomes and Watson, which I told John Fox wanted Watson. That was, but also too, we are the Bears. And if Mahomes would have came here with the coaching staff, we don't know how we would have worked out. But like I said, I mean, we still could have Mahomes and Watson instead of Trubisky. But like I said, and Pace, he wasn't afraid to make moves. He wasn't afraid to swing for the fences, man. Like
I didn't like Pace either.
I didn't like him because we was in cap hell when he left. He was in cap hell when he left. But
at least we're not in cap hell.
Yeah, and then he ducked the media a lot too when stuff was going wrong. He ducked. So I mean, Poles, I could take he shows accountability, so that does strike well. But we need to see results though. We need to see results quick.
All right, so here you go. Last thing, since it's Super Bowl week, guys. Mm-hmm. Who wins the Super Bowl and what's the score?
Black Magic. Chiefs win 28-24. Last minute touchdown. Black Magic strikes again. Probably a controversial call during that last drive. We'll be talking about that for next week.
Eagles, they end the Black Magic 35-30. Saquon goes nuts on his birthday. That's also my sister's birthday. Saquon goes nuts. He throws for 2 tutties, and he runs.
Saquon throws for 2 tutties.
No, he runs. I'm sorry, runs for 2 tutties, and then he runs for over 150 yards, and they went 35-30.
On with Chris Jones with their centers hurt.
Yes. Yeah, that's my prediction. Yes.
You look, I expect him to get 100 yards, but I'm not expecting him to get like
I think he's in for
he'll get 100, but I'm not
I think he's in for a big game. I'm telling you, I have a hunch. He's in for a big game. So okay. 35-30. Yep.
All right, my score is 28-35 Chiefs. No exclamation.
Magic wins.
There's no needed. Why? Because I don't bet against Patrick Mahomes. I just don't. I won't do it. I won't start. Don't start none. Won't be none. So I ain't gonna do it.
I think.
So like I said, Black Magic. Black Magic.
I ain't calling him Black Magic, but I got you, Patrick Mahomes. But I got you. All right, so we're gonna get out of here, guys. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on with Zion on Dynasty Pylon, and then Sunday they will be doing their own Super Bowl preview type of show because I will be in Dallas. So won't see me on Sunday, but we'll see you again on Tuesday, right here, same bear time, same bear channel. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate Grant here. Appreciate Bear there. And we'll see you next week. Later.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so